Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday segment of Divine Femininity United. I am your girl, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee, and we are back in session. We had to take a break last week. Well, actually, this past Tuesday, because your girl was tired. I was exhausted, you all. Let me just give you a brief look into what I do on a daily basis, you all, okay? Brief. So, of course, you all know I am a cognitive behavioral therapist. So I work with clients every single day. I'm grateful for it. Okay. Grateful, and thoroughly appreciative for the clients that I work with on a daily basis, both internationally and nationally. Okay. I'm so honored to have been chosen to help guide them through their healing journey and process. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I am a student. I'm working towards another doctorate in other areas of healing, other aspects of healing and wellness and things like that, whether psychological, whether spiritual, whether metaphysical. It doesn't matter. I am working on multiple doctorates in the realm of healing thoroughly, not just the problems that we deal with, but also our physicality, also our mental, not also our emotional, our spiritual selves, our ethereal selves. I'm working on all ends, because when I journey with you through your healing process, I believe in totality. I believe in your full and total healing. That's what I believe in thoroughly, from the rooter to the tutor. Okay. And so I do that on a regular basis. So of course that comes with papers and discussions and dissertations and research and things like that. Not to mention, I have my own life. Okay. So I got to maintain my wellness, my nourishment, my rest, my sleeping, all of those things, my nutrients and all of that. I have to get my own meditation time in, my own quiet time, relaxation. I love to sit in nature. So I have to allow myself that time to do so. In addition to that, I'm also the director and the founder of a nonprofit organization. So we're right now working on the Thanksgiving homeless drive, where we're collecting hygiene items to be able to hand out along with hot meals on the day before Thanksgiving, November 22nd. If you want to sew into that particular effort, then it's on my website. My website, for you viewing on Facebook or YouTube, it's in the bio, it's in the captions and things like that. But if you're listening on Clubhouse, my website is right above my head, and you'll find those efforts on the first home page, and you'll be able to see exactly what it is that we're doing, and you'll be able to sew into it if you desire to do so. Let me tell you something. People have been turning out. They have been showing up. They have been giving. They have been so generous in their giving and things like that. And I'm telling you, boxes are coming to our headquarters left and right, and we're so grateful. Our desire is to hand out at least a minimum of 250 bags. 250 bags. And when I say hygiene items, I mean everything. I mean combs, brushes, shampoo, conditioners, toothpaste, toothbrush, wet wipes, and hand warmers, and nail clippers, the whole 9 yards. Things that would allow them to be able to maintain their hygiene so that they can present themselves in a way that will render them undeniable. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we live in a society where people absolutely do judge the book by their cover. And we hate that, because it should be a heart matter. It should be a heart to heart, spirit to spirit, human to human situation that will grant benevolence and love, and seeing one another, because understanding that I am you and you are me, it makes a huge difference, right? Because at any given chance, that particular situation could be our situation, and we don't do enough empathetic understanding. We don't do enough putting ourselves in the shoes of other people, understanding from their perspective, understanding their story and their journey, because we do have ourselves, but they are our other selves. And we don't see that enough, because we are a society based upon judgment, criticism, and so what we try to do is try to assist them in a manner to where they are undeniable, that when you see them, you see a human being. okay, and not their circumstance. They are not their circumstance. They and their circumstances are isolated events. Who they are is not predicated on or indicative of their circumstance. They just may be in an unfortunate circumstance, but who they are could be amazing. And it could be someone that you absolutely need in your life. But because you're judging them by their cover, you miss that blessing, right? So we're putting them in a position to where they can be a blessing not only for themselves, but also for the world, as they should be. If they were not meant to bless this universe or bless this world or elevate this energy in this planet, they wouldn't be here. Bottom line, neither would you. Okay. So we want to love them the way that they deserve to be loved. We want to see them the way that they deserve to be seen. We want to hear them the way that they deserve to be heard. The same way with you and I, right? The same way with you and I, right? When we see them, we see ourselves. And so that's what we're doing. And if you want to join in that effort, feel free to do so. We would absolutely love for you to do so. Also, for those who are giving, I am a 501c3 nonprofit organization leader. And if you give and you desire a receipt as a result of your giving, that way you can utilize it in your 2023 tax filings. You are more than welcome to acquire your receipt for your donation, and then you can use it for your tax filings, okay? It is a deductible for you, all right? That's what I'm also doing. Not to mention, hello, you think that's it? Nope, not to mention, I have a baking business. I love, 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 love. Did I say love? I love baking. I love cooking. That is something that my mother, my grandmother, my aunts gave me, taught me from a young age. I was the only girl in my family for a long time, the only granddaughter in my family, the only daughter, the only niece in my family for a very, very long time. So I couldn't play with my brother and my male cousins and stuff because I was a girl. You know what I mean? And they're going to be rough and jumping off of trees and climbing gates and stuff. And my parents and my family didn't want me scuffing up my body, okay, running after the boys. So where was I? I was indoors. I was learning how to sew, learning how to cook, learning how to bake. And when I tell you, I might have fussed about it then, but I absolutely love it now because as a grown woman, nearly, I'm on my way to 50. I enjoy it. It brings so much solace to me. There's so much tranquility inside of that kitchen. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm surrounded by my ancestors. Okay. Listen, I season until my ancestors tell me to stop. Okay. And everything comes out so amazing and perfect and all of that. Okay. I don't believe in measuring cups and measuring spoons. Oh, no, 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 no. You have to use a dollop and a splash and a sprinkle, and a dash. Those are the measurements, okay? And I absolutely love it. When I tell you the baking business that I have, I literally channel the matriarchs in my family. I really, really do. So we're making fresh baked cookies and homemade confections and candies and caramels and homemade popcorn and different flavored popcorns and things like that. Juices and drinks and chocolates, handmade chocolates, caramel filled chocolates and toffee, everything handmade. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's the baking business that I have. And let me see, I think that's about it. I want to say that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's more than enough. So when I tell you all that we have to cancel or postpone a session, it is for good reason. Okay. Trust me. And a lot of these things, in fact, 99.9% of everything that I just listed and named for you all, I do it so low. Okay? So low. So absolutely, I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, because in school, listen, I do everything 100%. In school, I'm at a 4.0. 4.0. Okay. So I do my big one. Okay. And then in my businesses, I am excellent 100%. I serve and utilize all of my skills to serve my customers, and all of those are my clients. I give them 100% of myself every single time. So trust me, I do a good job. I'm great at what I do. Right. but it wears me out sometimes, you all. I get tired. I have to rejuvenate just like you all. And I had to take Tuesday to do so. Actually, this week, I had to take this week to do so. But we are back. We are back. And I will say I missed you all. Absolutely, I did. Okay. Because I enjoy our times. We only meet twice a week, you know what I mean? And I enjoy our times, limited but powerful nonetheless. Okay. Now, you all know that we're reading through the amazing book, The Power. We're reading through the amazing book, The Power, and it's written by Rhonda Byrne, and it is the second book in the Secret series, which is an amazing series. Okay, so we started with The Secret, which is the original book, talking about the great secret of life. Okay, amazing book. If you have not read that book, let me know. If you don't have the book, let me know. Send me an email, send me a back channel message, send me an inbox message with your email address, and I will send that book over to you. The books that I send out is their ebook form, PDF form, and they're only $5. Okay, so it's only a seed of $5. Okay, a seed of $5 because, and I call it a seed because I have to spend money to do these platforms like I do them. Okay, so your seed would help me to continue to do this in an excellent manner that I do them. Okay, now, and we've moved on to book 2, which is The Power, which we're actually almost done with, but we're on today. We're reading through chapter 8 of this book, and when I tell you it's been amazing, it has been amazing. If you've been following along with us and you haven't seen any positive responses or positive results as a result of us reading and you applying these nuggets, then to me, that is pure evidence that you're not applying them at all. You're just reading a book. Okay. This is not what we're here to do. We're not just here to read a book. We are here to change our life. We are here to put ourselves on a positive forward trajectory so that life works for us, okay, which is supposed to do. The universe is aligned for us. All of these resources here on this planet are here for us. There's nothing that the universe has denied and kept away from us. Everything is here and in position for us. The problem is we are not utilizing it. And the problem as a result of that is because we don't know how to. We don't know that we have the ability to. And so these books that we are journeying through, they're teaching us how to identify and then how to utilize and apply and align, right? And become who we're purposed to become, and then gain the fulfillment and the positivity and the prosperity, the abundance that this universe has for us. Okay. So these journeys are taking us through those processes, and you are denying yourself the benefits of living that fulfilled, abundant life if you're not applying these principles. I don't know about you, but I'm getting mine, okay? And I'm thoroughly enjoying every single moment of this, okay? And then, of course, after book 2, we move on to book 3, which is The Magic, which is this is talking about the easiest, fastest way to change your life. And then book 4 is The Hero, and it's discovering your purpose, living in your dreams, okay? But again, we're working with The Power right now, and I'm telling you, it is one that you have to digest. You have to consume it. You have to take. It's almost like eating the best, most luxurious meal that you could think of, and savoring every single bite. With every bite, you're just chewing slow and your eyes are closed and you're just tasting all of the seasonings and the butters and the oils and the texture of the whatever it is, the vegetable. You're just getting all of the goodness out of that particular bite, and you're savoring every single bite. That's how we're going through this book and savoring every single bite of this book. But first, you all know, which I absolutely love, how she structures the books. Any book that she has ever done, she structured it in a way that you can recap. And she calls them nuggets, I guess, power purposes and points of power for this book, points of power. And these are the points that you take away from the previous chapter that we just read. So the points of power for the previous chapter that we just came through, which was on last Sunday, and that chapter was called Keys to power, the keys to power. So the three keys that she went over were the key of love, the key of gratitude, and the key of play. The key of love, the key of gratitude, and the key of play. Now, for the key of love, the points of power are as follows. To use love as the ultimate power in your life, you must love like you have never loved before. Fall in love with life. The next point, see only love, hear only love, speak only love, and feel love with all of your heart. The next point, there is no limit, no ceiling to the amount of love you can feel, and it is all inside you. You are made of love. Absolutely. I love that. The next point, tell the law of attraction what you love every day by singling out the things you love and feeling them, not just pointing them out, but feel the thing. You see what I'm saying? Feel it, feel it in your heart. Feel it as if it's already done. That's how you utilize the law of attraction for your benefit. Okay. The next point, to change the way you feel or to lift good feelings higher, make a mental list of everything that you love and adore. Make a mental list. That helps you with gratitude as well. And we're going to go into the keys of gratitude as well. But that right there, listing the things that you love and adore, that keeps you in a place of gratitude. Okay. Sometimes we tend to forget how blessed we already are. Okay. Sometimes we need to do exactly what we've learned to do over the years, and that is count your blessings and name them one by one. That'll keep you in the present, keep you in the now, and it'll keep you grateful for what you have right now. Okay, while you anticipate what's to come. All right. The next point for the key of love is your job is to love as much as possible every day. Your job is to love as much as possible every day. So when the universe presents you opportunities to love, right, by way of you're at the coffee shop and someone walks up to you and you look at them and they look at you, you have an opportunity. That is the universe presenting you an opportunity to show love to that particular person. You can do that by way of giving them a smile, by way of handing them a straw, by way of handing them a napkin. You can do that by way of greeting them and telling them to have an amazing day. You can do that. You can do that, but show them love in any way. Every single day, your job is to love as much as possible. Okay? Saying thank you to the mail carrier. Waving to the person in the car next to you. That is extending love to them. That is showing love to them. Every opportunity, the universe every single day presents opportunities for you to show and express love. Even if it's just you by yourself and you have a dog, that is the universe giving you an opportunity to show love to your dog. Because guess what? Guess what? Guess what? That dog is part of the universe. That dog is made of the same entities that you were made of. Nature. And you showing that dog love shows God that you are showing God love. Everything living and breathing is an extension of God. So when you show that thing love, then you're showing God love. Okay. Every day, look for those opportunities that the universe presents. The next point, make a conscientious effort to notice as many things around you that you love as much as you can each day. Each day. Okay. Make an effort of it. Make a game out of it. You know what I'm saying? Look around and see what you can be grateful for. I can guarantee you'll never stop naming things that you're grateful for. Okay. The next key is the key of gratitude. The key of gratitude. All right. Here are the keys. Number one, every time you feel grateful, you are giving love. Every time you feel grateful, you're giving love. The next point, be grateful for everything you have received in your life. That is appreciating the past. Be grateful for everything you're receiving in your life right now. That is appreciating the present. Be grateful for what you want in your life as though you have received it. That is appreciating the future. Grateful, grateful, grateful. The next point, your gratitude will multiply everything in your life. That is a fact. That is a fact, even from human to human. If someone does something for you and you're not appreciative of it, I can guarantee you they will not do it for you again. That is a fact. But if they do something for you and you show them how much you appreciate and you love them and you are there, you're grateful for them and things like that, it's going to compel them to want to do it even more because you appreciate their efforts, right? Same thing with the universe. Your gratitude will multiply everything in your life, okay? The next point, gratitude is the bridge from negative feelings to harnessing the force of love. That's the bridge. Being grateful. Instead of dwelling on the things that we don't like and we don't appreciate and we don't want, what you can do is trade it in for being grateful for the things that you do love. And boom, you have crossed the bridge from negativity into positivity in just a choice. To the choosing of being gratitude, the choice of choosing gratitude. The next point, to use the power of gratitude, practice it. When anything good happens to you in your day, give thanks. It doesn't matter how small it is. Say thank you. Say thank you. No matter how big, how small, say thank you because it happened for you. The next point, the more you feel gratitude, the more love you give. And the more love you give, the more you receive. It's simple as that. Okay. The next point, every spare second is an opportunity to be grateful and multiply the things you love. Every spare second is an opportunity to be grateful and to multiply the things that you love. Not to be belittling of other people, not to be critical of other people, not to show attitude and be ugly and nasty and overlook and mistreat and talk bad about people and this and then the third. That's not what that spare second was for. Your spare seconds was not to be used to be critical of the next person. Your spare second was not to be used to complain about what you don't have. Your spare second was for you to use as an opportunity to be grateful and to multiply the things that you love. You know what I'm saying? We're in a society that has so many opinions about every little thing. For some reason, we feel that we have the wherewithal to comment on each and every other person's livelihood, their choices, what they wear, who they see, how they choose to live, how they choose to be, what they identify as, who they break up with, who they date, how many children they have, how many children's parents they shared their child with, how much money they make, what type of car they drive, their hairstyle, the type of style of clothing that they wear, the number of tattoos and piercings they have. We have so much to say about everything that does not matter to us, that should not matter to us. Right? These are spare seconds that we're using to be ugly and negative when those are opportunities for us to be grateful. That's it. Us to be grateful. All right. Those are the keys of gratitude. And lastly, the key of play. The key of play. The first key of play is when you play, you feel really good and really good circumstances come into your life. Seriousness brings serious circumstances. That is so true. That is a reason why we should remain childlike. Now, notice I didn't say childish, but childlike, because when you're childlike, you know what it means to cultivate your imagination. You know what it means to make believe, to make your own alternative universe, create whatever you want to create and believe that it's yours right now. Believe that it's real and act like it's real. Make believe, right? We learned that as a child. Mr. Rogers, he was the master of that, and he taught us how to do it. But oftentimes we grow old and we feel that, oh, that's childishness, and I'm an adult now, and I have to be an adult, and I have to adult and adult and adult. See, the problem is you're too serious and you don't know how to play anymore. Seriousness brings serious circumstances. Return to a childlike mind so that you can go back to your place of imagination and you can go back to creating in your mind. And what you create in your mind, you bring into your now. Okay? The next point, life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be dreary, drab, lame, all work, no play. I literally just got off the phone with a friend of mine, and I told him, I said, you know what? I really do believe that everyone is deserving of luxurious living. Everyone is deserving of first class flight. Everyone is deserving of, being able to take themselves out and enjoy a vacation, however often you want to enjoy it. Enjoy a hot, great meal at a 5-star restaurant, however often you want. Everyone is deserving of great living, fun living, luxurious living. Everyone is. Our life is not supposed to be, work and toil and all of that stuff, and by the sweat of your brow, and and always paying bills. And that's not what life is supposed to be. That's not at all what life is supposed to be. Life is supposed to be fun. This experience, this human experience, this life experience is supposed to be fun for us. It's supposed to be just that, an experience and not an existence. Okay. The next point, the law of attraction doesn't know if you're imagining or playing. So whatever you give in your imagination and play will become your real thing. The law of attraction doesn't have reason, right? It doesn't have reason. It doesn't know, oh, they just playing. Okay, so we're not gonna listen to them on that turn. They just playing around. No, the law of attraction goes off of what we say, what we do, how we think, what we believe. Okay, so when you're in the land of make-believe, which I so appreciate Mr. Rogers for this. Oh my goodness, he had the keys, y'all. Mr. Rogers had the keys. He did. Man, we underappreciated that man. I'm grateful for him. Man, I'm grateful for him, seriously. But when you use your imagination and you see yourself in this world of luxury, you see yourself in this world of happiness and love and prosperity and successful business, and in your wonderful home and your new structure and your new partnership and all of these things. When you see yourself, when you make believe and see yourself and imagine and see yourself in those circumstances, in those wonderful scenarios, then what you're doing is you're bringing that into your now, especially if you think about it often, if you think about it daily. You're bringing what you're thinking about as above, you're bringing it below in your physicality. All right. The next point, whatever it is you want, use your imagination. Use every prop you can find. Create games and play. Use every prop you can find. I do a guided meditation where I take you into a multi-universe where you create it on your own. You create it on your own, and whatever you create in your imagination, I have you to see yourself there, to operate there. It's like a 6 to 8 hour meditation. So of course it's an overnight of sleep meditation. But I give you that 6 to 8 hours of you enjoying this metaverse of yours, this parallel universe that you created. Okay. And you enjoy yourself there. And when you wake up, all you're remembering is your time spent in your created universe. Being who you desire to be, living how you desire to live, wearing what you desire to wear. And when you see it, if you can imagine it, it's definitely already done. It's done in the ethereal realm. Right? And all you have to do is continue to imagine that thing, and you'll bring it from the ether into your physical. Okay. All righty. The next point, act as if you have it now. Whatever you imagine with feeling, you are giving to the law of attraction, and you must receive it. You must receive it. Next point, if you experience a delay in receiving what you want, it's only because of the time it takes you to get onto the same feeling frequency as your desire. Yeah. So if you're experiencing a delay in your desires, what's happening is it's you now have to elevate your own frequency, your own mentality, your own vibrations up to the level where your desire is. You can't imagine something 1 minute and feel yourself in that space 1 minute and then turn around right after and go back into doubt and disbelief. And well, we all know that that's not true. So I'm just going to go ahead and just live my regular life and go back. As soon as you do that, then what you're doing is you're bringing yourself to a lower frequency than the one that your desire is on. In order for you to obtain higher things, you have to level yourself up to higher levels of frequency. Raise your vibrations. Raise them, which means you have to disconnect and detach doubt and unbelief from you. You got to release it. And as soon as you release it, you are able to elevate without the weight of disbelief, doubt. Okay, that's what you do. And the last key of play is when you are excited about anything and you feel amazing, capture that energy and imagine your dream. Anything that you're excited about and you feel good about that thing, go straight into the thought of what you desire. Capture that energy. It's almost like how we used to capture the lightning bugs in our hand or lightning bugs in a jar. Capture that good energy right there. And then with that energy, imagine your desires. Imagine yourself in those desires. Imagine yourself walking around that desire, living in that desire, existing in that desire, feeling good in that desire. Imagine yourself there. Imagine yourself there with that captured good energy. Okay. And make a habit of doing that consistently. All right. Those are the points of power from our last conversation. Okay. The keys to power. And now we are going on to our next chapter, which is chapter 8, the power and money. The power and money. Y'all ready? Now she's about to give you the keys now. Get yourself in a position to where you can hear, you can feel, you can imagine, you can take notes if you don't have the book. All of that. Okay. Also, keep in mind, I always have my my tag, my Cash App tag, and all of that stuff on here. I really do. It does slip my mind to acknowledge it, but if you want to sow a seed to what I do, you can absolutely do that by using that hashtag. It's not required. It is grateful. It is appreciated. I kid you not. It is, because I am absolutely faithful in what I do. You better believe that. Okay. And I give it to you whether I have one person on here, no people on here, but I also keep in mind that I do air on 3 different platforms. And so whether you listen to it right now, whether you listen to it in the future, an archived platform, either way, it's there for you. I often say that I'm not for everybody, I'm for somebody. And so even if the somebody is only one person, 2 people, it doesn't matter. I've done my job and I've reached who I need to reach. And so for those who I've reached and those who I continue to reach and will listen to this message in the future, I do thank you for your time. I thank you for your energy. I thank you for your presence. And I thank you for listening and your support. Okay. All righty, here we go. Poverty consists in feeling poor. Poverty consists in feeling poor. That is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who was a transcendentalist author. How do you feel about money? Most people would say they love money, but if they don't have enough, they don't feel good about it at all. If a person has all the money they need, then most certainly they feel good about money. So you can tell how you feel about money, because if you don't have all you need, then you don't feel good about money. If you look out into the world, you'll see that the majority of people don't feel good about money because the majority of the world's money and riches is in the hands of about 10% of the people. The only difference between the wealthy people and everyone else is that the wealthy people give more good feelings about money than they do bad feelings. It's as simple as that. Why is it that so many people feel bad about money? It's not because they have not never had money, because most of the people who have had money or who have money begin with nothing. The reason why so many people feel bad about money is that they have negative beliefs about money, and those negative beliefs were fed into their subconscious minds when they were children. Beliefs like, we can't afford that, money is evil, rich people must be dishonest, wanting money is wrong and it's not spiritual, having plenty of money means hard work. When you're a child, you accept just about everything your parents, teacher, and society tell you. And so without realizing it, you grow up having negative feelings about money. The irony is that at the same time that you're told that wanting money is wrong, you're told that you have to earn a living, even if it means doing work you don't love. Maybe you were even told that there are only certain jobs you can do to earn a living, that it's a limited list. None of these things are true. The people who told you these things are innocent because they were passing on what they believed and felt was true. But because they believed it, the law of attraction made it true in their lives. Now you're learning that life works in a completely different way. If you lack in your money life, it is because you are giving out more bad feelings than you're giving good feelings about money. Lao Tzu, a founder of Taoism, stated, when you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. That's good. Ooh, that's good. When you realize there's nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. The next section, love is sticking power. I came from a humble background, and even though my parents didn't want a lot of money, they struggled to make ends meet. So I grew up with the same negative beliefs about money as most people. I knew I had to change how I felt about money to change my circumstances. And I knew I had to change myself completely so money would not only come to me, but stick to me. I could see that the people who had money not only attracted it to themselves, but they also made money stick to themselves. If you took all the money in the world and you distributed it equally to every person, within a short time, all the money would be back in the hands of the few percent. Because the law of attraction must follow love. And so the few percent who feel good about money would magnetize it back to them. The force of love moves all the money and riches in the world, and it moves it according to the law. Charles Hornell, who's a New Thought author, stated, this is an eternal and fundamental principle, inherent in all things, in every system of philosophy, in every religion, in every science. There is no getting away from the law of love. You can see the law of attraction working when people win the lottery. They imagined and felt with all their heart that they could win the lottery. They spoke about when they win the lottery, not if they win the lottery. And they planned and imagined what they would do when they won. And they won. But the statistics on lottery winners show the real evidence of money sticking or not. Within a few years of winning the lottery, the majority of people have lost the money and are in more debt than before they won the lottery. This happens because they use the law of attraction to win the lottery, but when they received the money, they didn't change how they really felt about money, and they lost it all. The money didn't stick to them. When you don't feel good about money, you repel it. It will never stick to you. Even when you get some extra money you hadn't figured on receiving, in no time at all, you will find that it has slipped through your fingers. Bigger bills come in, things break down, and unforeseen circumstances of every kind occur, all of which drains you of money and takes it right out of your hands. So what is it that makes money stick? Love. Love is the attracting force that brings money. Love is also the power that makes money stick. It has nothing to do with whether you are a good person or not. That aspect of you is beyond any question whatsoever, because you are far from magnificent than you realize, far more magnificent than you realize. You have to give love and feel good about money to bring it to you and make it stick. Right now, if you lack money and your credit card debt is increasing, you have no sticking power and you are repelling money. It doesn't matter what financial state you're in now. It doesn't matter what financial state your business, your country, or the world is in. There is no such thing as a hopeless situation. There are people who lived during the Great Depression who thrived because they knew the law of love and attraction. They lived the law by imagining and feeling everything they wanted, and they defied the circumstances that surrounded them. St. Augustine of Hippo, a theologian and a bishop, stated, "Let our lives be good, and the times are good. We make our times, such as we are, such are the times." Yes, such as we are, such are the times. The next point, the force of love can break through every single obstacle or situation. World problems are no obstacle for the force of love. The law of attraction operates with the same power whether the times are up or down. Ooh, that is correct. Next section, how to change the way you feel about money. When you change the way you feel about money, the amount of money in your life will change. The better you feel about money, the more money you can magnetize to yourself. If you don't have much money, then realizing bills won't make you feel good. But the moment you react negatively to a big bill, you give bad feelings, and most surely you will receive bigger bills. Whatever you give, you receive back. The most important thing is that when you pay your bills, you find a way, any way, to make yourself feel good. Never pay your bills when you don't feel good, because you will just bring bigger bills to you. That is a fact. That is a fact. Oh my goodness, that's real. To change what you're feeling, you need to use your imagination to turn your bills into something that makes you feel better. You can imagine they're not really bills at all, but instead you've decided to donate money to each company or person out of the goodness of your heart. That's a good way to look at it, because of the wonderful services that they provide. That is so good. So instead of seeing it as a bill you're paying, see it as you sending a donation into the company for providing wonderful services to you. I love that. I love that right there. Imagine your bills are checks you're receiving. Now, this is what I do. Or use gratitude and give thanks to the company who sent you the bill by thinking about how you've benefited from their services. Your electricity, or being able to live in a home. You can write across the front of the bill when you pay it, "Thank you, paid." I absolutely do this with my bills. "Thank you, paid." I say thank you, and then I say "paid in full." If you don't have the money to pay the bill right away, write across the front of it, "Thank you for the money." The law of attraction doesn't question whether what you imagine and feel is real or not. It responds to what you give, period. St. Catherine of Siena, a philosopher and doctor of the Catholic Church, stated, "You are rewarded not according to your work or your time, but according to the measure of your love." When you receive your salary, be grateful for it so it multiplies. Most people don't even feel good when they are paid because they're so worried about how to make their salary last. They miss an incredible opportunity to give love every time they're paid. When some money comes into your hands, no matter how little it is, be grateful. Remember, whatever you're grateful for multiplies. Gratitude is the great multiplier. The next section, seize every opportunity to play. Seize every opportunity to play. Seize every moment that you are handling money to make the money multiply by feeling good. Feel love when you pay for anything. Feel love when you hand over money. Feel love with all of your heart by imagining how much your money is helping the company and the staff who work for the company. It will make you feel good about the money you're giving instead of feeling bad because you have less money. The difference between the two is the difference between having plenty of money and struggling with money for the rest of your life. Here's a game that you can play so you remember to feel good about money each time you handle it. Imagine a dollar bill. Imagine the front of the dollar bill as the positive side, which represents plenty of money. Imagine the back of the dollar bill as the negative side, representing a lack of money. Each time you handle money, deliberately flip the bill so the front is facing you. Put the bills in your wallet with the front facing you. When you hand over money, make sure the front is facing you upward. By doing this, you are using money as your cue to remember to feel good about plenty of money. That's good. If you're using a credit card, then flip the credit card to the front where your name is, because the front of your credit card is telling you that there is an abundance of money and it has your name on it. That's good. When you pay for anything, as you hand over your card or money, imagine an abundance of money for the person you are handing it to and mean it. Whatever you give out, you receive back. Imagine that you're wealthy right now. Imagine that you have all the money you need right now. How would you live your life differently? Think about all the things you would do. How would you feel? You would feel different, and because you would feel different, you would walk differently. You would walk differently. You would talk differently. You would hold your body in a different way, and you would move differently. You would react differently to everything. Your reaction to bills would be different. Your reaction to people, circumstances, events, and everything in life would be different because you would feel different. You would be relaxed. You would have peace of mind. You would feel happy. You would be easygoing about everything. You would enjoy every day without giving any thought to tomorrow. That's the feeling you want to capture. That is a feeling of love for money, and that feeling is magnetically sticky. Neville Goddard, who's a New Thought author, stated, capture the feeling associated with your realized wish by assuming the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of the thing you desire, and your wish will objectify itself. The next section, say yes to money. Say yes to money. Remember, anytime you hear of another person receiving more money or success, get excited because it means you're on that frequency. It is evidence that you're on a good frequency. So be excited as if it were happening to you, because your reaction to the news is everything. If you react with joy and excitement for the other person, you are saying yes to more money and success for yourself. If you react by feeling disappointed or envious that it's not happening to you, your bad feelings or saying no to more money and success for yourself. If you hear of a person winning the lottery, or you hear of a company making record profits, be excited and happy for them. The fact that you heard the news tells you that you're on the same frequency, and your reaction of feeling good feelings are those people say yes for you. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Karenia on YouTube, hello, hun, said the power of money. She said, I love what you say. Be grateful with some money. Absolutely. Absolutely. We gotta be grateful. We must be grateful. Gratitude is what multiplies. Gratitude is what brings us more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone on Facebook. I know I mentioned Linda. Linda had mentioned something. Skylar, hello, honey. And everyone who's watching on the other platforms on Clubhouse and everybody. Thank you so very much. You all keep commenting, and I'll put your comments up there. Okay, even if I don't say it, say your name or whatever, I'm definitely acknowledging your comment. Okay. All right. Saying yes to money. A few years ago, I reached an all-time low with money in my life. I had several credit cards that I had charged up. My apartment was mortgaged to the limit, and my company was in debt for millions of dollars because I was making a film called The Secret. I think my situation with money was about as bad as anybody's can get. I wanted money to finish the film. I knew the law of attraction, and I knew I had to feel good about money to bring it to me. But it wasn't easy because every single day I was confronted by the mounting debt, with people calling for money, and had no idea how I would be able to pay my staff's wages. So I took drastic action. I walked to an ATM and I drew out several $100s from my credit card account. I needed that money so badly to pay bills and buy food, but I took the money in my hand, walked down a busy street, and I gave the money away to people on the street. I put a $50 bill in my hand, and as I walked, I looked at each person's face as they walked toward me, trying to decide who to give the money to. I wanted to give money to every single person, but I only had a certain amount. I let my heart choose, and I gave the money away to all kinds of people. It was the first time in my life I had felt love for money, but it wasn't the money itself that caused me to feel love. It was giving the money to people that made me feel love for money. It was a Friday, and afterward, I had tears of joy all weekend about how good it felt to give money. On Monday afternoon, something astounding happened. My bank account received $25,000 through the most incredible sequence of events. That $25,000 literally fell out of the sky into my life and into my account. I had bought some shares in a friend's company years earlier, and I had forgotten about them because they had never increased in value. But that Monday morning, I received a phone call asking me if I would sell my shares, and as they had skyrocketed in value. And by Monday afternoon, the money for the shares was in my account. I didn't set out to give money away to bring more money to me. I gave it away so I could feel love about money. I wanted to change a lifetime of feeling bad about money. If I had given away that money in order to get money, it would never have worked because it would have meant I was motivated by feeling a lack of money, which is negative, instead of feeling and being motivated by love. But if you give money away, and if you feel love when you give it, most surely it will return to you. One man wrote a check and donated $100 to a charity he felt was really worthwhile. Within 10 hours of writing that check, he closed the largest sale he had ever had in his company. That's good. Mother Teresa stated, she's a Nobel Peace Prize winning missionary. She stated, it's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. That is so true. Ooh, that is so true. My goodness, I felt that in my heart. I felt that in my heart. That very statement right there says everything as to why I began my nonprofit, as to why I chose the field of work that I chose, counseling and therapy. It's why I'm pursuing more education to become a better me for the people, not for me, for the people. If you know me, you know I don't care about the accolades and the pats on the back. It's actually the reason why I stepped away from the beauty industry, because that industry caused it to be more about my image than my heart, than my spirit. This is why even when I go live, you all don't see me live. It's not about me. It's about what I'm talking about. It's my heart. It's my spirit. That's what it's about. That's it. And if I would come on camera, as I've done hundreds of times before, Instantly, everyone would be commenting on, oh my goodness, Miss B, your makeup, Miss B, your hair, Miss B, your jewelry, Miss B, what palette is that? Miss B, what brushes did you use? Oh my goodness, what lashes that I was over it. I was over it because people were missing the message because they want to get hung up on the appearance. My heart is much more valuable than what makeup I have on my face. My spirit, my love, my caring and concerning and giving heart is way more valuable than anything that I would have on my person. Okay? And if that means that I have to turn this camera off in order for people to take and hear my heart and hear my spirit, then so be it. So be it. Because that means that your ears now have to hear. Your spirit has to receive. Right? Oh my goodness. That statement right there is the very reason why I do what I do. In every aspect, in every facet. It's the reason why. It's also the reason why a lot of people don't even realize what I do. Because, oh my goodness, if we didn't live in a society where everything had to be publicized, because I swear to you all, it seems like unless social media knows about it, it never happened. Because some of us, for some reason, we feel we're not validated in our efforts unless we share it online. It despises my soul, and I don't like to use that word, but I feel like sometimes the heart is ripped out of the situation. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like the true passion and the mission is ripped out of this out of the event or the action. You know, Karenia stated, makeup does define who you are. You are fearful. Doesn't define who you are. You are fearful and wonderfully made. Yes, ma'am. I 1000% agree with you, and so are you. You know, in fact, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like I did the makeup a favor, to be honest. Okay, because the makeup wouldn't have any value had it not touched my face. Okay, it would have no value if it had it not touched my face. All right, so. But I didn't want to get lost in that. Too many people hide behind Maybelline when they have real issues, real heart matters, real hurts, real pain, need to get to their real purpose and on a real journey. But sometimes they don't know how to navigate that, and they hide behind their looks to appear to be healed and okay, to appear to be living a life that they want everybody to believe that they're living, when they are broken shells of human beings on the inside, when their pillows are tear soaked at night because they're sad or they're depressed or they're suffering from anxiety or loneliness or whatever the case, abandonment, rejection. They would rather look like they're okay than to be okay. And I was no longer going to subscribe to that type of facade and foolishness. I was not, nor was I going to be a catalyst to it, because I had a brick and mortar salon and beauty business. I had been in the industry 25 years, teaching it 10 plus years. I was not going to be a part of that any longer. Nope. We're going to illuminate the beauty on the inside of you. And so that illuminated beauty on the inside can show and emanate on the outside. Okay? That's what I'm about right now. All right. So going back to the book, I'm going to reiterate the statement, the quote, Mother Teresa's quote. It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. If you're struggling with money, in order to feel really good about money, you can send thoughts of abundance of money to the people whom you pass on the streets during the day. Look at each of their faces and imagine giving them plenty of money, and imagine their joy. Feel it and move on to the next person. It's a simple thing to do, but if you really feel it, It will change how you feel about money, and it will change the circumstances of money in your life. The next section, career and business. Career and business. All of my entrepreneurs, listen up. All of those who have careers and working, listen up, okay? Nicholas Joseph van Jacquin, a Dutch scientist, stated, "True genius without heart is a thing of naught, for not great understanding alone, not intelligence alone, nor both together make genius. Love, 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 that is the soul of genius." I love that so much. It's the attractive force of love that moves all the money in the world. And whoever is giving love by feeling good is a magnet for money. You don't have to earn money to prove yourself. You are worthy of all the money you need now. You are deserving of the money you need now. You are meant to work for the joy of it. Okay? You're meant to work because it thrills and excites you. You're meant to work because you love it. And when you love what you do, money follows. If you're doing a job because you believe it's the only way you can earn money and you don't love it, you'll never bring money or the job you love that way. The job you love exists now, and all you have to do to bring it to you is give love. Imagine and feel having the job now, and you will receive it. Look for everything that's good about the job that you have and love those things. Because when you give love, everything you love follows. The job you love will walk right into your life. An unemployed man applied for a job he had always wanted. After applying for the job, he created a pretend offer letter from the computer that included his salary and details of this job. He created a business card with his name and the company's logo, and he looked at the card with feelings of gratitude that he worked for the company. He wrote congratulatory emails to himself every few days for getting the job. This man progressed through the phone interview to face-to-face interviews with 10 people. 2 hours after his interviews, the company called with the news that he had the job. This man received the job he had always wanted with a far greater salary than he had written in his imaginary offer letter. Even if you don't know what you want to do in your life, all you have to do is give love through good feelings, and you will magnetize everything you love to yourself. Your feelings of love will lead you to your purpose. Your feelings of love will lead you to your purpose. Your dream job is on the frequency of love, and to receive it, you must have to get yourself there. Yes, yes, yes. Alfred Schweitzer, a medical missionary and philosopher, Nobel Peace Prize winning. He stated, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success." Success in business operates in exactly the same way. If you have a business, but it's not doing as well as you want, then something isn't sticky about your business. The biggest thing that causes businesses to become unstuck is giving bad feelings about the lack of success. Even if the business has been going well, if you react with bad feelings when there's a slight dip, you will create a bigger downturn in your business. All the inspirations and ideas that will make your business skyrocket to levels you can scarcely imagine are on the frequency of love. So you have to find ways to feel good about your business and get yourself onto the highest frequency you can. Imagine, play, and create games and do whatever you can to lift your spirits and feel good. When you lift your feelings, you will lift your business. In every part of your life, every day, love everything you see, love everything around you, and love the success of other companies as though it were your success. If you feel really good about your success, no matter what or whose success it is, you stick success to you. In business or whatever job or work you do, make sure that you give in equal value to the money you receive in profits or from your salary. If you give less value than the money you receive, your business or your career will be doomed to failure. You simply can't take from anyone in life because you will take from yourself. At all times, give equal value for what you're receiving. The only way you can be sure of doing that is to give more value than the money you're receiving. If you give more value than the money you're receiving, your business and career will take off. The next section, love has unlimited ways for you to receive. Money is only a tool for you to experience the things you love in life. When you think about the things you can do with money, you will feel much more love and joy than when you think only of money. Imagine being with what you love, doing what you love, and having the things you love. Because you will then feel far more love than you will if you only think about money. The attractive force of love has unlimited ways for you to receive what you want. And only one of those ways involves money. Don't make the mistake of thinking that money is the only way you can receive something. That is limited thinking, and you will limit your life. My sister attracted a new car through the most adventurous sequence of events. She was driving to work and she caught a glance of she got caught in a flash flood and her car stopped in water. At the insistence of forgive me, you all. At the insistence of an emergency rescue worker, she was carried to dry land. Even though the water was not dangerously high, she laughed her way through the whole experience, and her rescue even made the nightly news television. My sister's car was irreparably damaged by the water, and within 2 weeks, she was given a large check and she bought her dream car. The most wonderful part of this story is that my sister was renovating a house at the time, and she didn't have any spare money for a new car. She didn't even imagine having a new car. She had attracted the beautiful new car to her because she had cried tears of joy when she heard the news that our other sibling had gotten a new car. My sister was so happy and gave so much love for our sibling receiving a new car that the law of attraction moved every element, circumstance, and event to deliver a new car to her too. That is the power of love. You will not know how you will receive what you want until you receive it, but the force of love knows. Get out of your own way and have faith. Imagine what you want. Feel the happiness inside you, and the attractive force of love will find the perfect way for you to receive it. Our human minds are limited, but the intelligence of love is unlimited. Its ways are beyond our comprehension. Don't limit your life by thinking money is the only way to get something you want. Don't make money your only target, but make your target what you want to be, do, or have. If you want a new home, imagine and feel the joy of living in it. If you want beautiful clothes, appliances, or a car, if you want to go to college, move to another country, receive training in music, acting, or a sport, imagine it. All these things can come to you in an unlimited number of ways. The next section, love rules. There is one rule with money. You can never put money ahead of love. If you do, you violate love's law of attraction, and you will suffer the consequences. Love must be the ruling force in your life. Nothing can ever be put above love. Money is the tool for you to use, and you bring it to yourself through love. But if you put money ahead of love in your life, it will cause you to receive a whole bunch of negative things. You can't give love for money and then walk around being rude and negative to people. Because if you do that, you open the door for negativity to walk into your relationships, health, happiness, and finances. My goodness, I absolutely know one person where that happened. Jeez Louise. And they're no longer here. They're no longer living because that's what happened. My goodness, they got so sick. And the more sick they got, the more bitter they became, and the more mean they became, and the more hurtful they became. And they started, throwing slurs and insults and criticisms and just mean name calling and everything. The more sick they got, the more mean they became. And the more mean they became, they drew more sickness to themselves. They had no idea that that's what was happening. And ultimately, that was the death of them, literally. That was the reason why they died. Golly, man. Wow. Charles Honell, he's a New Thought author. He stated, if you require love, try to realize that the only way to get love is by giving it. That the more you give, the more you will get. And the only way you can give it is to fill yourself up with it until you become a magnet. You are meant to have the money you need to live a full life. You are not meant to be suffering from a lack of money, because suffering adds negativity to the world. The beauty of life is that when you put love first, all the money you need to live a full life comes to you. That's the end of that chapter. So we're going to go into the points of power, the keynotes that we take away from this chapter. My goodness, this thing was good. I literally felt it inside of me, all over me. I did. Points of power. It's the attractive force of love that moves all the money in the world. And whoever is giving love by feeling good is a magnet for money. You can tell how you feel about money, because if you don't have all you need, then you don't feel good about money. Love is the attracting force that brings money. And love is also the power that makes money stick. When you pay your bills, find a way, anyway, to make yourself feel good. Imagine your bills are checks you're receiving, or use gratitude and give thanks to the company who sent you the bill. When some money comes into your hands, no matter how small it is, be grateful. Remember, gratitude is the great multiplier. Feel love when you pay for anything instead of feeling bad because you have less money. The difference between the two is the difference between having plenty of money and struggling with money for the rest of your life. Use physical money as your cue to remember to feel good about plenty of money. Imagine the front of each bill as the positive side, which represents plenty of money. Each time you handle money, deliberately flip that bill so the front is facing you. If you feel really good about success, no matter whose success it is, you stick success to you. Give an equal value to the money you receive through profits or your salary. If you give more value than the money you're receiving, your business and career will take off. Money is only a tool for you to experience the things you love in life. The attractive force of love has unlimited ways for you to receive what you want. And only one of those ways involves money. Imagine being what you love, doing what you love, and having the things you love, because you will feel far more love than you will if you only think about money. Last point, the beauty of life is that when you put love first, all the money you need in life to live a full life comes to you. That's good. The next chapter is the power and relationships. the power and relationship. So on Tuesday, in 2 days, we'll be going over that particular chapter. I'm excited about that chapter. I'm reveling in this chapter. My goodness, this thing was good. You know, sometimes we need a reminder. We do. Sometimes we need a reminder to not focus on. We have to remind ourselves over and over and over again, because if we don't, we will slip back into man thinking. We'll slip, because we're inside of this man realm, this 3D dimension where doubt and selfishness and envious and shame and guilt and lack and poverty. That's where all of this stuff lives, in this 3D realm, this 3D dimension. Our desires are in the 4D, 5D, 6D. It's in those higher dimensions. It's in the imaginary realm. It's in the spirit realm. As above, so below. We have to go higher to where the above is. We have to elevate out of this 3D frequency, which is where lack dwells, poverty dwells, envy dwells. You understand what I'm saying? Not enough, all of that stuff. We have to elevate ourselves to where our desires are. Increase and elevate our frequencies up there. Vibrate higher. Go where your dreams live. In the imaginary. Go there. Feel that. See that. Think that. Speak that. And the more you do that, that as above will become as below. You are drawing it into your life, but we have to make a dedicated decision every single day to not fall prey to the 3D vibrations, which is lack, not enough, bad feelings about money, so forth and so on. Okay? I got this revelation, and I'm telling you now, I haven't had an issue. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm not going to even lie to you. Whenever a need has come, the resources for that need have then followed. Immediately followed. Immediately, I kid y'all not. Oh my goodness, man! Listen, I'm going to share these things one day in detail. But when I tell you all, you gotta get this concept, this law of attraction. You gotta get this, y'all. You have got to get this, because you deserve to live a life of abundance. You deserve to live a life of fulfillment. You deserve to live a life of good things. You deserve it. And if you don't understand how you deserve it, or you don't see yourself deserving it, then you won't have it. You deserve it. You deserve it. I don't care who said what to you or talked about you, or who said you couldn't do this or you could. Listen, I don't care about none of that stuff. The only thing that matters is what you see for yourself. You are deserving of all good things that this life and universe has for you, has already provided for you. There is nothing that the universe is holding back from you. It has, it is, and it always will be in preparation and in position to give you the things that you desire. But the question is, what are you asking for? Are you speaking negativity, or are you speaking positivity? Because it's going to grant you what you're asking for. It's not going to come in and say, oh, well, they didn't mean that. We're going to go on to give them what they really want because we just know that they just angry right now. No. The universe is set to give you what you are asking for. And so if you control what you're asking for, if you set the request and stay right there, not just set it in your mind, but feel it, see it, Know it to be yours. See yourself. Imagine yourself walking around in that desire. Speak that desire as if it's already done. Walk like, talk like, feel like, see like, hear like, say like it's already done. And it will be done. I'm telling you now. I know it from my own experiences. This is not something, this is not a cliche. This is not me trying to pump and prime. No, because whether you apply this or not, I'ma still be well. Trust me. But I want us to be well together because I like it here. Okay. I love it here. The water is great. Put your toe in it. It feels wonderful. That's all I'm saying. You deserve it. Know that you deserve it and give it to yourself. All right. All righty. So with that being said, you all, I want you to understand that this book is readily available for you. It always has been. And every single material that we read always will be available for you. Even the past books, if you have gone over some past things that we've gone over and you don't have that book, reach out to me. It's only $5 seeds. It's only a $5 seed. That's it. And it's a seed because you're sowing it into our whole overall mission here, Divine Femininity United. This mission, this thing that I'm doing, this is paid for. I'm utilizing free platforms, yes, but the vessel in which I use in order to go simultaneously on several platforms to bring this message, it's paid for. All of the things, the preparation, the graphics, the intros, outros, sounds, and songs, and all of that stuff, every single thing that I do for us, websites and programs and services, every single thing that I do for us that I yield and offer to you, it's a fee associated with it. So if you want to sow into what I do, then sow into what I do. So into what I do. Again, my information for Cash App and Zelle and all of that is already readily available for you. If you want to receive the book and you want to give us a $5 seed, email me with your information to info@biancamissblee.com. You can visit the website, like I stated, and the information is also on Clubhouse is right above my head. You can just tap there and go straight there. But on all other facets, the information is in the captions and it's on the screen for those who are watching via video. Follow me on social media. You are Instagram, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee, Facebook, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee. On Twitter, Bianca Miss B. Lee, and YouTube, Dr. Bianca Miss B. Lee. Make sure you are liking, subscribing, following, turning on the bell notification so that you don't miss at all anything that we have going on. Okay, like I stated before, you want to join the mission. We have a lot of drives and events going on for the less fortunate, for the communities and things like that, whether it's in my state or other states. We're doing big things, you all. So you want to join in, you want to tap into the mission. Join. Help us do the things that we do for us. Okay. I'm working with myself and I'm working for my other selves, okay, which is you and everybody else who's around, who deserves the help, deserves the love, deserves the benevolence. We're here to give it to them, and we have great causes going on all the time. We have a big one that we're working on that's going to be executed next month on the 22nd. But we always have things going on: toy drives, coat drives, clothes drives, food drives, every day, all day. Programs, therapy, counseling, coaching, healing, psychotherapy, all types of things. We guided meditations. We have everything. Chakra healing, Reiki going on. It's all day, every day. Trust and believe. So if you want to sow into the mission that we have going on, you are more than welcome to do so. You can donate at the websites. You can donate via the Cash Apps or the Zelles. I am a 501c3, so any type of donation that you send this way, if you desire, we can create a receipt for you and you can use it as a tax deductible write-off for your 2023 tax filings, okay? Alrighty, you all, we will be back here in 2 days on Tuesday. We'll be going over the next chapter, which is chapter 9, the power and relationships. The power and relationships. If you're listening on the replay, we thank you so much for coming back and joining us and listening to our session here. We will see you all on Tuesday. Y'all remember, I love you. I mean it. There is absolutely, positively nothing, and I mean nothing, that you can do about it. Don't you even try it. We will see you back here on Tuesday. Peace.